The idea of this trip was to come together and share this space. We all love rock climbing, and we came into the sport through very different ways, and it does give us each something completely different. We can come together to share what we've learned.
Yeah, it's been a fun journey.
Climb with other women and to experience this special place.
Climbing is so individual and unique to every person, but it's also deeply rooted in teaching, mentorship, pushing yourself, and just having fun.
It gets hard. It gets hard. So we skip that part. You skip it, and then you do the fun stuff.
On this trip, we get to experience that with women who have shaped this industry and women who are shaping the future of climbing. No, coming down.
So we're in Tuolumne Meadows, which is the high country of Yosemite National Park. It's very different than Yosemite Valley.
My lungs are working.
The knobs are like these feldspar knobs.
I guess you traversed a little that way, huh?
So it's like crystal that has formed inside the granite from whether the knobs get exposed. It's almost like dancing. It's very delicate, super balancy, sometimes quite powerful at the same time. I love all of that stuff. Somehow that just speaks to me. We're gonna do this little multi-pitch called Northwest Books. This will be a good like intro for us all since none of us have climbed together to see how we're like moving and jiving.
I think it's really awesome to have had the opportunity to climb with Katie and Steph. These are two women that have really done a lot in climbing. They've paved the way and inspired many people.
I'm Steph Davis. I'm a climber, and I love doing a lot of different things in the mountains. I spent a lot of time in Yosemite in the late 90s. That was really a highlight for me in my time climbing because I was able to free climb El Cap 3 times. I freed it in a day, and I freed the South A Wall. Those were definitely huge lifetime achievements for me and things that have really become part of me, part of who I am as a person and as a climber. So Yosemite is definitely deeply embedded in me.
Then I ended up taking off my pants and like rodeo the rope. Because at first we were like, shit. I think the last time I was in Tuolumne was like 20 years ago.
I was really excited about the opportunity to come back to California, get a little bit of time in Tuolumne, especially with Katie, who is a local and knows the place incredibly well.
Hi, I'm Katie Lambert. I am a rock climber. I live just down the road in Bishop, California. I learned to rock climb the summer that I was 16 when I went to work at a camp in North Carolina as a junior counselor. It just seems so unusual and unique and amazing, and completely fell in love. I was hooked. I was kind of just looking for something to hold on to, literally something to hold on to. And climbing happened to be that thing. Here we are. It's been 29 years since that first little outing there. Even though I'm 45, probably the strongest I've been in my 29 years of climbing. And I was like, oh, this is great. And he was like, you love it so much, you lead. And I'm like, fine, I will. Beautiful.
We are able to experience a certain time together where it's about climbing. That's what we're thinking about, that's what we're talking about, that's what we're doing. And then everything else is kind of peripheral for a while.
Flipping. And we're coming down.
And then everything else comes back when you're done climbing and now you're eating dinner and hanging out and talking. That's when you're like, wow, these are really interesting people. And I want to know their stories.
So at the time, there still really wasn't that much of a presence of females in the climbing scene. I remember in 1998, I had seen just the majority of men around. Sometimes there would be a woman here and there. But I come around the corner And there was a woman, and she was leading up this route. And this was the first time I had ever seen anything like this. I'd never seen any women leading anything, only in pictures and magazines. And she was just crushing this route. And it was probably to this day even one of the more inspiring moments in my climbing, where I got to witness something that really made me feel like I too could do that. God, it was impressive, and it really kind of lit a fire in me that has yet to burn out, really. I remember it being a big deal actually climbing El Cap with my friend Christina Freschel. We're trying to do this route freerider. It had dawned on me this was something that I don't think I could have imagined happening when I first started climbing. Being able to be on these big walls with another female, that we were in charge of ourselves and our decisions. And there's just a different energy that comes with that.
My name is Erika Moncada, and I climb sometimes. I'm a nurse. I don't think I'm like this hardcore person that needs to be like, go, go, go. Every weekend, something different, like I'm gonna climb this weekend. I'm gonna go paddleboarding this weekend. I'm gonna work this weekend.
I use climbing as my decompression. You know, I'm working hard, I'm thinking all the time, and when I go climb, it's just, that's my way to kind of let off steam. When you do find a passion, it's really important to hold on to it. We don't own climbing. No one owns climbing. Like, everything is for everybody. Like, if you're interested in doing something, like, you have that right.
When I had the opportunity to come to Yosemite and climb, I was over the moon excited. I just really wanted to experience it in its true form, in my opinion, which is climbing rock. I'm Cail, and I'm an adaptive rock climber. Climbing with legends like Steph and Katie, who have dedicated a lot to this sport, is just very special. Okay, I'm good. Thank you. Good job. Nice. Sorry, I was kind of nervous. That was fun.
They climbed because they loved it. You know, it didn't matter, like nothing else mattered. There's something about the climbing community that it just sticks.
We're basically gonna scramble up this slab system up to this ledge, to that little shrub.
This is Katie's backyard, and she's like leading us up this thing.
It's always exciting when people do their first multi-pitch. So Cail did her first multi-pitch, which is pretty fun.
Nice, there you go.
It was such a great group of people to do it with, and the fact that Steph was my partner was pretty sweet. It just felt really comfortable and fun and flowy, and just our dynamic is really fun. I think we all hit it off.
Talking to Cail, she's has those feelings of like, what am I doing? I relate to that. That's how it is when you're in that time. You did great. You know, the more life you live, hard stuff happens. And she's living right now the fact that you make it work. It always works out.
Nice.
Just flopping this thing along.
She just did the V5 variation. Gonna do the easier way.
All women's climbing trip is different. You have to kind of step up and take charge.
Maybe the one on the left used to have a couple bolts.
I love climbing with women because you can push each other in that way without it being some like weird competitive thing. Get it in there. Get it in there. You are friends and you resonate with one another. It's supportive, but it also helps you push each other.
It was so good. All the knobs were super positive, the feet were massive, and just really fun. Kind of just pick your own adventure. I had fun.
Oh yeah, because we might want to try to use it.
Nice.
This is so heavy.
I'm helping, I think.
Perfect. I am a pretty anxious boulderer, but I think that just the environment and the encouragement and just like knowing that they have my back really made me feel comfortable trying things I would not normally try.
She has a lot of power now at such a young age.
You're trusting that.
Feel that, but yeah, see that? You can even move a little bit. Sometimes it'll slip off.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Okay, I can get that.
That's hard.
Oh, you're so close. So close. Wow, that's a huge move.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Nice! I think it's pretty cool to see how everyone has made climbing fit into their life, because we all come from way different backgrounds, and it's really awesome to like kind of all figure out how to mesh together. I feel very at peace. I feel not stressed, and you kind of just have to hold on to those moments.
It's like all these things that I used to do all the time and haven't done in so long. It's kind of cool.
Somebody will do it with you for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Oh, there's some skin. Now we're just gonna keep climbing. It's just a flash wound. No big deal. Yeah, that looks fun.
But my biggest hope for climbers, especially for women climbers, is that climbing is going to be able to be a vehicle for them to experience the world, to experience themselves, to experience others around them, and just the knowing that you can handle yourself in situations that are extreme and that are just truly extraordinary.
What we'll see more and more of is the women continuing to get stronger and the women continuing to hold the torch and lead the way. That's what I want to see.
For me, it's been really special coming back here, especially after lots of time away and lots of life lived in that time. And just like being here is making me really happy.
To have these women come out over the summer and get to share in this space with me, get a little bit of time in Tuolumne, understand what it's like to climb here, understand how big and impactful the nature is here, and just how truly beautiful and what a special place it is. It's kind of everything to me to be able to share that. It's given me like real purpose, and for that I am forever grateful.
I just feel really lucky to have had kind of all the eras of my life that I've had so far, and to be in this one right now. It's awesome.
Seeing like the accomplishments of women in this sport, I'm just like, holy crap. If they can do this, like I can do this too.